That's weird. That's weird. Kind of weirding me out.
You are a sad, strange little man.
It's crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Isn't that weird?
That's weird, man.
It's strange.
What's up, campers? Welcome back to episode 129 of Camp Strange. I am your camp counselor, Alex Tobin.
Hey, and I'm your other camp counselor, Dave.
It's Stokes. And we're back to bring the spooky, wacky, weird, strange, and funeral. And before we get in... What, Dave?
You didn't even ask for mine.
I didn't want to know yours. What's yours?
Slam dunk.
Everybody knows that if you slam dunk at a funeral,
You're going to get kicked out. Yeah.
They'll kick you out. Don't play orc head at the funeral if you don't want to fucking get kicked out. So,
Just promise me you play Welcome to the Jam at my funeral.
Oh.
I think that's the name of the song.
Come on and slam.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Well, no one knows the name of that song. I think the song's called Space Jam song.
Oh, it might actually just be called Space Jam.
It might
I
be.
always think that song was not created for Space Jam, but I think it actually was.
Everybody get up. We're gonna slam now. We got a
Real thing going on?
Real jam going down.
Yeah.
I don't know. Welcome
to the Space Jam. God damn it. Yeah, so that song's definitely called Space Jam. Fuck.
It's called that Space Jam has to be in the name. That's just bad
Yeah.
marketing if you didn't name it anything like Welcome to the Space Jam, right?
Yeah. Aren't you excited for Space Jam 2?
No.
With LeBron
Maybe. I don't know.
James?
It's free on HBO Max.
I hope he takes his shoes off.
He's broken from the ankles down. LeBron. The whole movie's just about how they have to give him Roadrunner feet or something to make him like be able to walk on the court again.
The Monstars took their talent from each toe. There's that one really fucked up little one.
Oh, the Monstars are great. I actually only had action figures of the Monstars and not of any
yeah.
of the Looney Tunes. But,
Oh, yeah.
but we digress. We got to tell you about the weird news that has happened in the world, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, David, go. Let's hear what weird news you got.
Woman bites off man's tongue during street brawl. Seagull swoops down and eats it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
James McKenzie and Bethany Ryan were involved in a wild street fight in August 2019 when she leaned in to kiss him.
Well, he should have known something was up, right?
Yeah.
I only kiss 3 out of 4 times in my brawls.
Yeah, that's always a good defense. It's going for a little peck.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so she leaned in. I want to kiss during this brawl. Got the tongue.
Yeah.
Spit it out.
Yeah.
Seagull.
What's that? What's that in the sky? Oh, no. It's a seagull.
And it thought it was the 7th inning stretch at a baseball game. Hey, French fry down there. I see it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to start swooping. Swoop down. What was he eating last? That's lengua.
You think a seagull gives a shit? If it's not attached to something, it's going to eat it.
Yeah, I think it would probably eat another seagull. I think that's like a thing they do.
Oh.
There's no morals for seagulls.
I've seen many seagulls eat many other seagulls.
Anti-seagull, anti-goose, anti-wasp, anti-Nazi. We've said it before. We will say it again. Let's put them all into a blender and get rid of them. We don't need them.
Delicious.
We don't need them. But yeah, they have no morals. They're people always say pigeons are rats with wings. No, they're just like nice, dumb little birds. Seagulls are fucking assholes. I've never seen a pigeon try to steal my hot Cheeto bag at the beach. I'll tell you that.
Well, if a pigeon is a rat with wings, then a seagull is a raccoon on wings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's ooh.
Yeah.
Put it in a fortune cookie, man.
There it is. And the peacock is a possum.
Okay, that serves that's not logical.
I had to
at all.
balance it out.
Okay, but yeah, another bigger bird. I get it. Possums are about the same size.
And they like to hiss.
You know what's weird? I think possums are uglier, and you would think that they would be more dangerous, but I think the raccoons are more dangerous, right?
Oh, yeah, they'll attack you. I don't think
They get
possums will really attack you. They're
No,
slow
they'll-
as shit.
they'll play dead.
Yeah, they're ugly as fuck.
Oh, they're so gross. They're so gross to kiss. Like it's hard to kiss them.
Yeah, they don't kiss back.
They don't kiss back. But
More diseases too.
What?
A lot more diseases.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I've still got a rash from one.
Right on the minge. Oh, that's cool. Well, yeah, fuck
news?
seagulls, man. Yeah, I got some news. Let's keep it in the animal arena as
Kingdom?
Ohio. Ohio bomb squad's suspicious package turns out to be cat and her kittens. Oh, that's
Hope
so
they stomped it.
That's so nice. No, they put the thing in Hurt Locker over it. You know, like the half bowl, and they suctioned it down, and they just left it there.
And Hawkeye was there.
Mm-hmm. And but no. I have to say though, to be let me have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kittens and a mama. It's sad.
That's
it's cold
6 too
outside.
many.
Why would you? I mean, I was gonna make a comment about how a bomb is actually less harmful than some cats. Because if you guys heard my cats in the background of this podcast, it sounds like a bomb's going off every time they get a fucking paper bag or a sock or something like that. They become cokeheads and start running around the house. But
And then you start screaming.
I start screaming. They're screaming. Bomb squad shows up. I have a hair in my mouth right now, and I'm pretty sure it's a cat hair, which goes to show you that I'm losing my goddamn mind. They don't kiss back either.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, so I think the cats are fine. The mama was in there with the babies, and you know what? They put them in like a duffel. It's hard because they put it on someone's doorstep in the snow, which is like a horrible thing, but at least they put them in like a duffel bag and put it in front of someone's house. Like, I don't abandon animals, but I guess if you're going to do it, draw enough attention where the bomb squad shows up.
Yeah.
Silver lining. There we go.
Yeah, sure. All right. Nutritionist says pizza is better for breakfast than most cereals. See, Mom.
You should have said most pizzas. I'm pretty sure if you eat a whole Red Baron, you'll die.
You don't need coffee to start that morning possum breath.
I like Red Barons, but I'm suspicious because they're so damn cheap.
Yeah, a fucking dollar store pizza.
Yeah,
hard to.
Oh, what's the dollar store one that comes in like the little box?
Red Baron.
No, there's a smaller one that it has. Oh,
You get a smaller one?
Yeah. You know a pizza's cheap, and I'm not above cheap. Wait. Listen to this.
I think I know what it is.
I'm not above cheap pizza, but this one scares me a little bit because anytime a pizza has little cubed pieces of pepperoni on it, you run the other way.
Yeah.
Or you get really
never
drunk
good.
first. Get really drunk and then eat the pizza.
Yes.
Because that might be seagull tongue. I'm not 100% sure. It's like when I went to Burger King and they're like 10 nuggets for 89 cents. I'm like, you're not making a profit on that. What are you doing? Like, there's no point.
Yeah, dude, they had what, like 30 nuggets for $2?
I mean, they are making a profit on it. That's what's the scariest part, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people that just need a meal for that short amount of money, but still, at one point, there's a trade-off there where you have to realize how much money you're spending for what you're getting. If it's really that astronomical, it's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, at least like have your nightmares make sense with a Nightmare Whopper.
Exactly. Bring it back.
Don't be getting nightmare nuggets because too many nightmares. They don't go away.
That's the problem about the nuggets, though. You fall asleep, you have your nightmare, you wake up, with
You
reflex,
got 9
you
more.
eat one.
You got
eat
9
one,
more.
and you fall asleep again. And then you wake up, and it's fucking May. The bills aren't paid. The power's off.
It was April 30th, to be completely fair. You wake up, it's May. Anyway, so is there 31 days in April? I'm not good at the knuckle thing.
Yeah, I don't even know where the months go
February,
in.
March, April. I think 30. March got 31. Anyway, forgot what we were talking about. Pizza.
You're about to
pizza's
reveal
good.
that. You know, you're gonna reveal the name of this this pizza that you were so confident about.
Cheap pizza.
Is
near
it Tony's?
me? Oh man, Google just did me dirty. Near me, cheap pizza near me. I'm a millionaire. Why do I need cheap pizza? Cheap pizza. Oh my god. No, it's the Totino's. It's
Totino's, yeah.
It's Totino's party pizza, and it's like little cubed pieces of pepperoni.
They call it a party pizza because the pepperoni cubes is a party of different animal anuses. And you ain't invited.
I wish I was. Anyway, that's cool. So eat your pizza, kids. It's you got a little dairy, a little carb, a little protein, a little diarrhea. You're welcome. Anyway, well, I have another thing here. As Japanese Twitter realizes that talking about the NES now is the same as old men talking about World War II. So somebody did the math, and it's not hard math. Maybe hard math on this podcast because we're not good. But they said that World War II ended in 1945, and the Famicom was released in Japan. For those of you guys who don't know, the NES is the Nintendo Entertainment System.
The original,
the OG. So World War II ended 45, and the Famicom was released in Japan in 1983, which is a difference of 38 years. And they said that there's also a 38-year gap between 1983 and 2001. So basically, everybody in Japan's freaking out because now they just realized that they're the old men talking about the good old days. Even though, World War II, was that a good old day?
No, I don't think anybody really had a good time then.
I don't recall people thinking back on that with fondness, but it is interesting to think about like those jumps in times where you go, that doesn't seem. I mean, I still think like 2000 was like 10 years ago, and it's like 21 years ago,
know.
And it fucks with me. Pitbull was on top in 2010. Yeah. And he's still on top, so I'm fucking losing my mind. I don't get it.
Worldwide, baby.
Oh, is his anus on the pizza too?
He is worldwide. That's how he got his title, is that his anus is worldwide. Physically.
He played in a Walmart in Alaska,
in
Kodiak, Alaska.
And you know what? He followed through with it.
Yeah, I respect Pitbull.
Oh, I do too.
Dale.
He just leans into it. I think he knows exactly how people really feel about him, and he didn't give a shit. He's still making so much fucking money.
Yeah. He looks like a real pit bull. Like, he looked like he'd attack your leg if you got too close to him. I don't shame
appreciate
pit bulls.
That. I don't like that slander.
Don't shame pit bulls.
I'm an uncle to an amazing pit bull, and I love her dearly.
I didn't mean it. Anyway, I'm not trying to be controversial here. I'm just, man, just don't message me mean things anymore, guys.
You just lost a listener, and it's me.
I love all animals, but yeah.
So, man with swastika on forehead accused of randomly attacking a woman with a flamethrower in Perth.
Oh my God! I thought you were trying to say purse, and you're like in her Perth.
No, Perth.
In Australia.
Honestly,
you have the article there. You should know where Perth is.
And I actually clicked the article to look at it. Oh yeah, Australian, West Australian.
The only time I will support that swastika man with the flamethrower is if he's burning geese and seagulls.
He got confused with Austria and Australia.
I did not say Austria, did I? Now you're fucking with me, man. I know where Perth is.
Well, it's funny because I scanned
that tiny little flamethrower in a little Perth.
Well, here's a video. It's really funny because I opened the article just so I could figure out where the fuck Perth was, and I scanned it. I didn't see where it was, and my second scan revealed that the first two words in the entire article is West Australian.
There we go.
So yeah, now I'm watching the man walking around. I'm gonna assume they don't actually show him torch a woman, but
wait. Did I miss something where he torched a woman, or I thought he just wait, did he hurt somebody?
A man with a swastika on forehead accused of randomly attacking woman with a flamethrower in Perth. Yes, he attacked someone with a flamethrower.
Yeah, but when you attack
that was the main thing.
When you read his description, it kind of threw me off. That's all I could think about. But these news articles, that they try to draw you in. They go, they attacked somebody, but like in reality, he just like ran near somebody. I don't think he burned anybody, right? You see a guy with the flamethrower. He doesn't have the good range on that, right? Unless we're talking like Vietnam ones where it's like crazy. I've played those video games and it's crazy. Those things shoot crazy far.
I gotta say, the funniest thing about this article is that the police composed a image of the man, and it's just like a white, kind of baldish dude, like little bit of fluff around the edges.
Fuck, it's Pitbull.
And you can tell it was not their best job because it was just like a really bad Photoshop pair of sunglasses on him, and then a white swastika. He had a white painted swastika on his forehead. What? But they just went into like MS Paint and just drew like.
Oh no!
I'm not gonna say it's a bad swastika because all swastikas are bad, but like it's a pretty bad looking swastika.
David is not a Nazi, but he is a fan of art. Okay, and if you're gonna ruin this, if you're gonna mess this up, then don't bother doing it.
But also my favorite thing is that this stock image of this bald white guy that they have, you can tell it's a mugshot of some sort, and he has a bald man backwards hat sunburn.
Oh no way! Wait, this is a real bald man that like they fucking pulled from like Getty Images.
Yeah.
So there's a real man out there who if he wore his glasses and he modeled for that, he's fucked.
But no, it's really you can see a distinct tan line of like that like 90-degree turned capital D from like the from like the opening of the hat if it's an adjustable hat.
Oh no, maybe he was trying. See, that's what really. If you're insecure and you don't want people staring at your sunburned upside down D on your forehead, just draw a swastika. But it better be to David's standard.
It's also funny to think that this man got this horrific tan line wearing a backwards hat, as if he's looking into the sun all day and his hat's backwards.
It was a stylistic
I sound like a 9-year-old man, but you know what I mean.
I get it. Wow. Well, I hope everybody in Perth is okay, except for that man who was assaulting people. I didn't think he probably didn't burn anybody. Wait, he escaped.
Yeah, they're trying to find him.
Oh my God.
Well,
I want to see the video of him scrubbing that off at home and trying to blend back into society.
This was updated.
Flamethrower.
This was updated 9 hours ago, and I believe they have not. Yeah, they have not found him yet.
Be careful out there in Perth, people. That's all I have to say about that. David, do you have one more? Oh wait, I think we're all caught up on the news, right? We're good?
Yeah, seagull eating tongue, pizza healthy, and swastika paint man flamethrower.
Cool. That's fun.
That's all three.
That's all good. Anyway, let's just get into these stories, right? That's what you guys are here for, right?
I wonder how many people only listen to the news and then they just fucking turn it off.
Katie, kind of. She's like, I just like conversational podcasts. I don't like when you guys tell the stories.
She doesn't like it when you talk for an hour.
No, I know. She can't. Oh, God, she's so sick of me. I literally am so surprised when like she rolls up sometimes and the podcast is playing in the car. I'm like, why are you listening to this?
Yeah. Riley was listening to it while she was vacuuming the other day.
She's like, I was trying to find a bridge to drive off of and have this play at the same time. Anyway.
Stan?
Wait, Riley was what?
She was like cleaning the house and like listening to it. Oh. And it was like awkward to like.
That makes me feel weird.
She's cleaning the whole house and I wake up at like 2 p.m. and I'm like, is that my voice? And then I went back to sleep.
I wake up at 2 p.m. and I popped the other nugget in my mouth and I went, who is that? Who is that?
Is this the nightmare or is this real?
I know. I say horrible things. Don't listen to this around your family, guys.
Yeah, someone
Don't do this.
Someone was the other day. I was with my future parent-in-laws, and I think it was my mom, who's a avid listener, which is weird enough, but she was like, "Oh, you
Hi,
have to
Jody.
listen to their podcast." And I was like, "No, like, please, I don't
Oh
want
my God, you
future
don't know-
mother and father-in-law listening to this shit."
You don't know how many times somebody's like, "Oh, you have a podcast." Like, so I'll like tell somebody, and then we'll be talking, and they'll be like, "He has a podcast." I'm like, "Don't say that. Why
Yeah.
you
I'm not proud of
you
this.
liar?"
People have asked me when I'm wearing the shirt, and they're like, "Oh, what's that?" And I'm like, it's my friend's podcast." I say that every single time.
I only want people I don't know to listen to this, guys. You're all my
Yeah.
friends now. I don't like my real friends.
Extremely close friends and strangers are the only people I want listening to this.
Yeah, it's like watching your teacher grade your homework in front of you. They're like, "I'm gonna listen." I'm like, "Can you not? Can you not?" I talk about Nazis on here a lot. Please don't. Anyway, so yeah, let's.
Hey, I talked about feral men eating a small child last week. So
I talked that off mic. I don't know why. That's the hard thing. There's a paper trail with this podcast, and that's what scares me.
yeah, it's gonna fuck us over eventually.
Yeah, at least we're aware. Play this clip when we're in prison, guys. We were aware.
We knew.
So, okay, let's just get into these stories. Now, David, we talk a lot about death on this podcast. Wow, this is an appropriate first line.
Right in the nose.
But usually, it's how certain people, creatures, or beings, not beans, die, and not what happens after they die. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here, because I'm not talking about an afterlife or anything like that, but instead, a funeral. Now, as for me, and I believe you too, David,
Okay.
I believe in the Frank Reynolds technique of just throwing me in the trash, you know?
Oh yeah.
That is also, you concur?
Oh, absolutely. I don't want no ceremony. Maybe even shoot me first.
Wait, what?
Put a round in my carcass, then toss me in the trash. I don't give a shit.
Make sure.
Yeah.
Right? Or are you just saying like you can use you as like target practice because like everyone's always wanted to shoot you?
Well, okay. Yeah, shoot me if that's something you want to do. I mean, I get it. B, I don't want to die in the dumpster. I just want my dead body in the dumpster.
Seagulls plucking at you, your eyeballs.
Yeah, once I'm dead, throw me in the trash. But
Okay.
I got to be dead first.
Okay, fair. Just make sure he's dead before you toss him.
Yeah.
Before you shove him down the garbage disposal. So, but there are some people out there who have a few more elaborate ideas when it comes to the eternal rest. And that is why today I will be telling you about 3 famously strange funerals.
Ooh.
So, my first one
I've been
is
needing ideas.
Okay. Oh, you're going to get some good ones. So my first one right here is one of my all-time favorite hip-hop artists and rappers, and we'll get into it, but Tupac Shakur. So, Tupac Shakur,
It's one of your favorites, huh?
Well, he's the
I don't
one
think I've ever heard you talk about Tupac before.
Well, he was one of the ones that got me into hip-hop when I was young.
Okay.
Very early on, he was like my first guy. He was my first dude. So he's one of Mount Rushmore's, one of the Mount Rushmores of hip hop, and the artist that got me into rap. And he died tragically when he was only 25 years old.
That's the craziest thing to think about.
I know. Like, I mean, it's just because like I was so young. I mean, I think he died when I was 4. Not that I remembered him or something, but like I remember when I was like 16 or 15 and being like, oh, he's like older, and now I'm like older than him, and I was like, wow, he still seems older than me.
He accomplished so much.
It's so weird. I know, I'm such a
haven't.
failure. So, but he died tragically when he was only 25 years old after a boxing event in Vegas. And on September 7th, 1996, Tupac and his entourage attended a Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas before leaving to hit the clubs. See, while leaving the fight, Tupac and his crew, along with Suge Knight, that piece of shit. Don't worry, he's in prison now. He ran over a guy. But he was along with Suge Knight. They got into a brawl in the lobby of the MGM with a rival Compton Crip by the name of Baby Lane, who had recently tried to snatch a Death Row Records chain from a member of Tupac's crew. That's when chain snatching was. I mean, they still got chain snatching, but that's...
And just to confirm, Death Row, that's like the record company. Like it's for people that might not understand the lingo, it's like a giant necklace, bling necklace with the logo of the company.
Yeah, the Death Row Records was Dr. Dre was signed, Snoop Dogg was signed, Tupac was signed, and Suge Knight ran it. So, but everybody hates Suge Knight because they believe he's the reason that Tupac got killed, because he started all this beef. He was in Tupac's ear and convinced him, that Biggie and P. Diddy, Puff Daddy were, against him. And because Biggie and Tupac used to be friends. So,
yeah. There's a lot of connections between Suge Knight and rappers like Deaths.
Yeah, I mean, it's also weird because Eminem on, I think on like a new diss track. Oh, it was on a diss track for MGK. It was that Kill Shot one, and he said because Machine Gun Kelly was signed with Bad Boy Records, which is Puff Daddy's record label. Yeah, and he has a line. He goes, "The day you'll beat me is the day that P Diddy will admit that he put the hit that got Tupac killed." And I was like, that's interesting, because Eminem is like really good friends with Dr. Dre and like all these OGs in rap who were around at the time. And at the very end of the song, he's like, "I'm just kidding. I love you, Diddy." And I was like, okay. I don't even know what the case is, but there's definitely a lot more to the whole scenario than people are willing to admit. So.
Oh yeah.
So after the brawl, in the MGM lobby, there was actually footage of it, like Tupac kicking this guy on the ground and everybody running in and fighting each other, and it went pretty quick. But
Tupac was not a big dude.
He was like 5'6", 5'7",
maybe like 120 pounds.
Yeah, he was like a cut dude, but like he just not, especially compared to like all the dudes he was around. Suge Knight was like 7'2", like a gigantic dude. So it's like, I don't know. He had LeBron feet. So he kicked. It's said that he kicked the guy and murdered him instantly because his feet were sharp as daggers, twisted dagger.
The curse transferred over.
the man with the twisted dagger foot. So, but yeah. So after the brawl, they cleared out of the casino and went out to party. But en route to the club, a vehicle pulled up next to the car Tupac was riding in and riddled it with bullets. And you see Suge Knight was in the driver's seat of that car. And that's why everybody was like, for the longest time, people thought Suge Knight got Tupac killed. People thought P. Diddy or Biggie got Tupac killed, because Tupac died before Biggie. And I've actually been to both corners where both of them were shot, where Biggie was killed in L.A., Tupac was in Vegas, and I've been to both little spots. I know, morbid, right? But I had to, just see where they, got gunned down. It's crazy.
Well, I've been to Dallas, where the greatest president of all time lost
where
his life.
Where JR was shot. That's a Dallas joke for any of you 50-year-olds listening. Hey-o!
It works because JR, JFK,
Yeah, JFK, JR. He died in a plane crash.
They both have J's.
Yep, it's true. Oh, Tupac might have had one too. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna get to that part real quick, like. So, like I say, remember that Tupac had a J. So, like I said, they got shot up. Suge Knight was like, he got hit a couple times in like the arms and legs, but obviously Tupac took the blunt of the shooting, since he was closer and in between the driver in between Suge Knight, the driver, and the car that shot. So Tupac was struck multiple times, and he ended up dying in the hospital 6 days later due to respiratory failure, I believe. And instead of a burial, Tupac's family decided to cremate the rapper, which is not strange in the slightest. But what happened next was Tupac's pals had a less conventional way of keeping their friend with them forever, as members of the rap group Outlaws Immortals, which was a Tupac Shakur founded group, kind of like Biggie and Junior Mafia. There we go, JR.
Yeah.
So if you ever heard Biggie songs, he's like Junior Mafia. He'll like shout him out. And Tupac had the Outlaws. But the Outlaws Immortals decided to draw inspiration from a song they created with Tupac called Black Jesus, where Tupac rapped, cremated, last wishes, smoke my ashes, which his friends did as they mixed some of his ashes with marijuana and smoked them.
Like, that's cool, but also, like, really fucked up when you think about it, like his body.
It's I don't know how sanitary ashes are, because there's a lady on My Strange Addiction who ate her husband's ashes.
That's worse.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, but
Because
like
that means he's gonna end up in the the throne.
let me ask you this though: if somebody handed you a joint, and they're like, "Yo, Tupac's ashes are in this."
Oh
tell
yeah,
me,
I'm
tell me,
hitting it.
Yeah, me too.
I'll lose my job for it. I get drug tested, my dude.
That's right. They're like, we found traces of THC and Tupac Shakur. Oh fuck! I got some explaining to do.
All right, HR. Would you say no?
HR, more like JR.
JR.
But you know what's great too? This is also the plot of How High.
Oh, I know. Don't they talk to Ben Franklin?
I just know that their friend catches on fire, and then like they use his ashes as fertilizer in like a pot plant, and they
he was
smoke
super
the weed.
smart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And they,
I'm
like,
pretty sure before their final or something, they smoke a bunch of weed with a bunch of different like historians or something,
Oh, probably it's like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, but weed style,
but better.
but better. So that's that story. And you know, I was such a big fan of Tupac Shakur, I still am, but like I never knew that they smoked his ashes, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So very, very fun.
Real fun, family
yeah,
fun right there.
Family fun. Hit a Tupac joint. So let's move on to our next guy we got right here. And our next guy we got is, of course, speaking of drugs, Hunter S. Thompson.
Ah, that guy was pretty wild.
Dude, I saw a video of that guy having a shootout with his neighbor with pistols, real pistols. It's on YouTube. Type in Hunter S. Thompson
my
shootout,
God.
and he's like my fucking neighbor over there, and he's hiding behind a tree with a cameraman filming him, and he's just like ringing off shots in like the distance. There's like there's like acres between them and stuff like that, but they're shooting at each other with like rifles. Like, I fucking hate my neighbors, but this guy is insane. So
I just could never imagine hating a neighbor that much. Especially if they're that far away. They're that far away. Like, what are they doing that is that far away to make you mad?
Well, I've never thought of hating somebody enough to shoot them anyway, but those people are they just do it.
I think at the end of the day that just means that I'm the neighbor everybody hates.
I don't think most people want to murder their neighbors, David.
I don't know, man.
In 2021, I think so. But you're right. There are like people out there who, I mean, there have been cases of people. There's some guy on like Facebook Live who was streaming an argument with like his fat neighbor. He was like, "Oh, you're stealing like rhubarb from my or you put your leaves over in my yard." And the guy came out, like the fat guy and his fat son came out with like shotguns.
Why are you? Why does it matter if they're heavy set?
Because they're about to commit murder. I don't care that they're fat, but I have to like defame them a little bit because they basically end up like this guy's arguing with them, and then he pulls out a shotgun and shoots him, and then the son shoots him, and they both went to like prison for like hopefully their whole lives. But
So I'm assuming that guy's dead?
The guy died. They shot him with a shotgun.
Cool story.
That's not this story. He got a regular burial, I hope. But, yeah, oh, that's sad now. Anyway, let's continue. So, Hunter S. Thompson. So, another strange funeral was that of Hunter S. Thompson. Thompson was a journalist known for his unique style he founded known as gonzo journalism, which is a style of writing described as journalism without claims of objectivity that usually involves the reporter themselves involved in the stories using a first-person narrative, which is kind of
that's just not journalism.
Yeah, I know, but it was also like it was during a very interesting time too, and like I guess journalism is like if you write a certain way and it hasn't been done before, it's art and it can be interpreted differently.
Oh yeah.
But it was also like I'll explain it right here. Basically, he's like just as an example in the stories. So an example of this is when he published a piece of work in 1967 called Hell's Angels, in which he writes about his firsthand experiences and the experiences of other members after riding with the Hell's Angels for a year. So it's kind of like he is doing journalism into these like subcultures and stuff like that, but it's very much through his own lens. So he says it's not objective, but I don't. It's without claims of objectivity, but like it seems like it's objective, like objective. I don't know.
Objective.
Objective. Shut up. I'm a lawyer. Objective. Overruled. So, but yeah, it's very strange. It's a very different type of journalism. And you know what? Picasso, people thought like, oh, that's not painting. And then people were like, this is amazing. And now it's a type of, painting. So if you first want to do it, it's not bad. It's just new. People remember that. Go try something new. Not heroin. So Thompson is most famously known for his work Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And I think a lot of people have either seen, the movie, read the book, know something about it, seen Johnny Depp dressed up as Hunter S. Thompson and his...
Tobey Maguire.
Oh, my God. I didn't know you saw that. I was like, did he see the movie? Because Tobey Maguire's part in that is the best.
He's a fucking, like, albino kid.
He has, like, 4 strands of hair on the top of his head, and he doesn't even say anything. It's so weird. So, just to explain what the movie is, it says... So he's famously known for his work at Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, in which he writes of his personal experience of descending on Las Vegas to chase the American dream through a drug-induced haze, all the while ruminating on the failures of the 1960s counterculture movement, which is
the
very
best part,
specific.
The best part about that movie is when there's all those dinosaurs.
What?
He's like tripping out. I feel like he's at like dinner. It's been a while since I've seen it, but like I feel like there's a bunch of like dinosaurs and shit.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's been a while since I saw the movie in high school, and I remember being like, "What is this?" I like didn't understand it, but like, it's a Terry Gilliam movie who was a part of the Monty Python guys. So it's like he did a couple other movies that are really weird. I think one called Brazil, which is like another really strange movie. But he just does like surreal kind of stuff, and that movie's very surreal, including the Tobey Maguire scene where he's not talking in the back of his.
Isn't he like
car.
a hitchhiker?
Yeah, he's a hitchhiker, I believe. So, but like I said, this work was made famous after being published in Rolling Stone magazine. That's how like the writings got famous, and then it turned into 2 films. Where the Buffalo Roam, starring Bill Murray, and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, starring Johnny Depp and Benicio del Toro. So you always see people dress up as him for Halloween with like the bucket hat. He's got the yellow glasses and like the cigarette with the Cruella de Vil wooden thing.
Extension thing.
Exactly. So when Thompson, I mean, this is like, it feels like the only way that this could have happened, but when Thompson committed suicide in 2005, Johnny Depp funded a crazy awesome funeral in the writer's honor. A 150-foot tower was built, replete with the shape of a fist clutching a peyote button, which is just like a little peyote like cactus. Like it's a red fist that has like a little green like flower in the middle of it, and it's a symbol I guess Thompson had used during an unsuccessful bid for sheriff of Pitkin County, Colorado.
Okay.
And a cannon mounted on top of it. So on top of this fist with the little flower, they put a cannon. Attendees included Jack Nicholson, Bill Murray, Sean Penn, and Senators John Kerry and George McGovern. And as Thompson's favorite songs, Spirit in the Sky and Mr. Tambourine Man blared and fireworks exploded, the cannon shot his ashes into the sky.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that fucking
Just to rain down on everybody.
honestly kind of crazy? I heard that like I thought it was like supposed to go to space, but I don't know if it actually went into space. I think
Probably
it just
not.
like got launched up into the stratosphere.
That's got to be a pretty strong cannon.
Yeah, exactly. I think they just like exploded it. But it's crazy to think like, God, if I could have those people like Bill Murray, Johnny Depp, Sean Penn, like so weird. I mean, he must have been, I mean, those are people like in his movies, I'm guessing, or people he just became friends with. Jack Nicholson too. What a crazy bunch to hang out together, man.
Oh yeah.
God. So, yeah, that's another one of those famous funerals. And, of course, my last one right here, I got a big hitter. I think you've talked about him before, David, but I'm talking about the one, the only, Genghis Khan. So, as we know, one of the most infamous warriors in history is also known as one of the most brutal. And, of course, I'm talking about Genghis Khan, or Genghis Khan, whatever you want to call him. It is speculated that
Who's calling him Genghis Khan?
Dude, Genghis Jr., dude. No, I don't know. People say Genghis sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that yet.
I've heard people say it. It's kind of weird. So, but it might be completely right, man. We're just Westerners. We don't know Mongolian. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
I love Mongolian grills.
I love Mongolian throat singing.
Yeah, that's good too.
It sounds like a didgeridoo of some sort. But
We should redo the intro theme song of just Mongolian throat singing.
it's great. It's nice. It's on the Calm app. Go check it out, guys. It's in Headspace. The Calm app, you know, like that app where like people just like talk
Calm,
to you.
Calm. Okay.
Yeah.
They're saying, never mind.
Calm. I was trying to lead with the L. Calm.
I thought you were throwing a B at the end. I was confused.
No. So it is speculated that Khan's conquest caused the deaths of over how many people, David? How many people do you think Genghis Khan killed? Not personally, but you know his conquest.
250,000?
Dude, 40 million people overall.
That was close. I had million in there.
You had million. You had quarter in front, but you know.
I meant 25 million. My bad.
Oh, did you actually?
No, I was just trying to play it off cool.
Okay. But which was about 10% of the world's population at the time. Imagine.
Yeah, that's insane.
Imagine.
And then what other percentage are his descendants?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. That guy had so many babies. It's insane. So, but
Baby a day keeps the doctor away.
Dude, how many juniors Genghis did he have? Genghis Jr. Come over here. Kiss daddy.
GJR?
Oh, no, I killed my son. I gave him a hug too hard. Killing was all he knew.
I crushed 3 at once with a hug. Oh, no.
Papa loves you. So, but just because he killed so many people in life didn't mean that he had to stop once he died. See, I know you didn't do a whole story on good old Genghis, did you?
Again, I've said this so many goddamn times.
I know.
I don't remember yesterday, so I don't know.
Lay up the nuggets, boy. I tell you.
I don't know what's real and what's nightmare at this point.
It's all a nightmare, baby. So, like I said, I don't think we covered this, but we'll see. If you guys have heard this, stop your car, break your phone, so you never have to listen to this. So, you see, although legend says that Khan died of a nosebleed on his wedding night, which I've told people before.
Yeah, you have.
It's apparently a lie.
Oh.
Well, people don't really know how he died. It's speculated that Khan either died in China. Oh, he did die in China at the age of 65, but he either died from a fall from his horse or an infection caused by an arrow. And you know what the fucking craziest thing is? Guess who's like referencing that? Like they go, we believe that he died from a horse, but somebody referenced that he might have actually been shot by an arrow and died from infection. And the person that referenced it was like, I think was Marco Polo.
Oh yeah,
I was like, how old are these motherfuckers?
You can't take anything he says, to heart because
he's hiding in the pool.
We can't even find him half the time.
Yeah, I know, just hiding in the pool. Pulling some bullshit where you're like Marco and he's just not saying anything because you're so close to him. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's sitting outside of the pool.
Yeah,
eating a hot dog.
Yeah, you've been roaming around, sticking your hands in the little filter thing where all the dead bees are. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Why are there so many dead bees in there?
I still think one of my favorite commercials of the last, I don't know, 20 years is that, I don't even know what it's for, but it was the one with the kids in the pool playing Marco Polo, and they have some guy like dressed up in old garb.
Yeah.
That's a
seen
good
that
one.
one. It's like Geico or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, like I said, after his death, Genghis Khan's mortal remains were escorted by his soldiers back to Mongolia, where he was to be buried according to his wishes in an unmarked grave somewhere in the heartland of Bukhan Khaldun Mountain, of the heartland of the Bulkan Khaldun Mount. Oh, God damn it! I can't talk Mongolian. I can't talk Mongolian. Help me.
It's in the throat.
Okay,
Okay, I feel like that's offensive.
that's not offensive. I was just trying to speak with my throat. That wasn't even a I don't even know what Mongolian sounds like to try to even recreate it. Stop laughing. I don't know what it sounds like. So the Burkhan Khaldun Mountains, doesn't matter, near the Anon River. Khan wanted no mausoleum, no temple, no tombstone, so that his enemies could not disturb the famous and hated warrior's final resting place. See, nobody knows where Genghis Khan lies, and that is because no one was left alive to tell where he was buried. Now listen to this shit. So legend has it that 2,000 people attended his funeral, but after he was finally buried and put to rest, Khan's army of 800 soldiers killed the 2,000 witnesses right where they stood.
Shit.
What a shitty...
Well, what about the 800 soldier or the whatever soldiers?
Let me get to it. I bought a
All
suit
right.
for this.
I thought you were done.
I bought a suit for this.
Okay. I was wondering what was with the suit thing. I wasn't gonna ask because I mean you look dashing. But
I bought a suit for this funeral, and you just got knife
My-
all up. You got
you just
knife
got
all
my
up.
blood on it.
You just got knife all up in it. How dare you?
You got my intestines all mixed up with the bow tie.
I was
sir.
just saying the other day. I think we were having a conversation. I was like, "Isn't that like when?" I don't know how it got brought up. I was like, "That'd be such a funny way for like your parent to tell you that like your grandparents passed or something." You'd be like, "Honey, you're getting a new suit." Like what? Be like,
TM,
what?
TM. That's a skit. TM.
can't
Fuck
have
you,
that.
Saturday Night Live. You can't have it.
You can't have it. It's mine, honey.
And TikTokers, fuck
Honey?
off.
You're getting $25,000, $250,000, right? Right,
Yeah,
David?
that
Is that
sounds
a quarter
right.
of a mil?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Anyway, so like I said, David made a great point, right? There's 800 soldiers that just killed these 2,000 men, right? So
Apparently, yeah.
So it was then said that after the slaughter was complete, Khan's escorts, who were like higher ranks, I guess, not sexual escorts, I don't believe.
Okay.
Could have been
Yeah.
deadly and sexy, but these Khan's escorts then killed the 800 soldiers of Khan's army. So
Sheesh.
so now there's 2,800 dead just at this funeral. So after that slaughter, the escorts then trampled with their horses over the gravesite so that no trace would ever be noticed of the grave. So they just were like running laps over to make it look like there is nothing here that ever happened. It's just like they did the old walk backwards and take the little branch and cover your tracks. That's always a fun move.
Yeah.
But it was also said, the legend also has that says that a river was also diverted over the underground tomb so that it was extremely difficult to get to if ever found. So
Okay. I got one problem with it.
what?
You said 2,000 guests, 1,800 soldiers.
No, I said 2,000 guests, 800 soldiers.
So we don't know where these 2,800 bodies are, and we can't just do a scan of
I
that
was
area?
wondering the same thing. I don't know if they killed them like right then and there by the burial site. I feel like they might have got them like a little bit further away so that there wasn't
cocktail hour was 3 miles away to the east.
Exactly. Like, hey, everybody.
Okay.
Hey, Genghis loved this cliff, guys. He loved the cliff. Oh, God, did he love the cliff. Everybody, He wanted a group picture. Everybody do the fun thing where you go and everybody pulls down their pants and shows their butts at the edge of the cliff, and then we'll take the. Oh, he's pushing them. He's pushing them.
Get those belts right around, the ankles.
Everybody,
so you can't walk.
Everybody, let's play a fun game. Everybody grab the person to the left of you's belt. Then you only have to push one of them.
Yeah.
It's like those monkeys, the monkeys in the barrel with the arms.
Barrel.
Monkeys
Monkeys in the barrel. We talking about monkeys now?
You know what, the hook arms, you can hang them from stuff. Oh yeah. Anyway, so the escorts then rode back to their capital, and apparently they killed anyone they came across their path in order to eliminate any loose ends that might be curious as to why the men were out there in the first place. So there's walking by, slit your throat real quick. I'm just bringing home me potatoes. They're in Mongolia, but they all have Irish accents and eat potatoes.
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Doesn't matter where you are, you're eating potatoes.
Exactly. They got the Mongolian throat cut real fast. So, but after they killed all these random people that were just walking by them when they were going back to the capital, when the escorts finally made it back to the capital, all of the escorts committed suicide, tying up the final loose ends of Khan's burial site. Talk about some good employees, David. I bet you wish you had some of these escorts, right? Get that.
Jesus Christ.
Can we get this on? Can we get this on record so I could play it on his wedding day? David wanted escort.
I'm gonna bring this story into work and tell people, hey, listen up.
Hey, you guys know Genghis Khan's men killed themselves for him, right?
After he was dead.
Just remember that. Remember that when Christmas comes around and I give out bonuses. Anyway, so it was also said that the unknown amount of men who built the tomb in which he was buried in were also executed upon completion, which fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like you literally dug your own grave. Which is adding another couple thousand to an already staggering kill count. And the best thing is, after nearly 800 years, the tomb has still never been found.
Oh, it has, but they were killed.
Yeah, there's one guy who's sitting near the tomb, and they go, "Hey, what are you doing out here in the middle of nowhere?" And he goes, "I'm just like hanging out, just hanging out." And he's like, "Oh, okay." Hey, my metal detector's going crazy. Oh, God damn it! I just bought this fucking suit.
Only excavate in suits.
Exactly. So in the end, I have to say, you can request whatever you want at your funeral. You can be placed in a nice casket, in a nice church, in a nice suit, my new suit, with some Frank Sinatra playing as people whisper, he did do it his way. Regrets, I have a few. Every funeral I've went to, they did My Way by Frank Sinatra.
Really?
I did it my way. Yeah, because, it's like San Francisco. I feel like everybody's playing that song there. Or New York, obviously. Or you can be stuffed into a cannon and yeeted into oblivion into the Caspian Sea while Kanye West's Touch the Sky blares from some speakers.
I like that one.
While people shout, he always said he loved oversized cannons.
Don't forget, Lupe Fiasco's in that song.
He was in that song. It's really good. But just to end this, but that is entirely your prerogative. Or should I say, more appropriately, it's your funeral.
Hey-o.
Hey! I just bought a fucking suit for this! Do you think the guy shoots up out of the casket? And the worst part about it is, they cut my suit right up the back. They don't put the suit on you like you're trying to dress a child or something like that.
Yeah.
They cut it up the back, so then they just have to slip it on you.
Yeah.
Which is
after they put some marbles in your eyes.
After they glue your mouth shut. Oh man,
I want mine glown open.
Gloon open. Gloon my eyes open, mama.
I want a big old smile. Bigger smile than anybody's ever seen. So everybody at the funeral says, he didn't smile like that.
Everybody goes, he smells, and they go, he always smelled, and they go, oh, that's comforting to know. You know what's interesting too? If you guys want to watch a really good movie, watch the movie Bernie with Jack Black and Matthew McConaughey. And like the opening scene, Jack Black's a mortician, and he like the opening like 5 minutes are him like describing how he like embalms and dresses a cadaver for a funeral, and it's actually like kind of interesting. He's like, you have to glue the lip down because if it sneaks up, sometimes they get dry and they sneak up, and they have a little bit of smile. You can see the teeth, and it scares everybody. And I was like, I love this movie. It's a great movie. It's a Linklater film.
There you go.
Check it out if you like Boyhood. So I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done,
done?
David.
Okay.
I'm so fucking done. I'm done.
So I'll start this off with saying this was not the story I was planning on doing, but the one I was intending on doing ended up being a much bigger task to write and tell, so I decided to switch it up last second. So there is a really good one coming soon, real deep dive.
Whoa.
So, Tobin, you're aware of the classic film The Parent Trap, correct?
Oh my God, The Parent Trap is where I learned how to dip Oreos in peanut butter.
Now,
It's my
I know
favorite food.
I know there's an original, but we are choosing to ignore that on Camp Strange, and the only acknowledgement of the film would be the 1998 classic film starring not one, but two Lindsay Lohans, and of course America's sweetheart Dennis Quaid.
Dude, that guy screamed at people on a set.
I know, love that guy.
He's like, you fucking zombies. You hear him? He's like, it's like a Christian Bale, like, you're a good guy. But it's unprofessional. Anyway.
So the film is categorized as a romantic comedy, which is weird because I remember it being a kid's movie.
No, they have to get the parents to fall in love. So it's kind of like, it is weird because it is like a kid's movie, but like, it's a romantic comedy from the perspective of a kid.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, yeah,
I don't like
weird.
it. So now the plot of now the plot of the movie is simple. A marriage shatters after the birth of two twin girls, and the parents go separate ways. They did the legal judgment of Solomon situation, cutting the two babies in half, so the dad got the legs and the mom got the upper half. That's a joke. The parents took. They both took one of the two identical twin girls. Some years later, the twins end up attending the same summer camp, which is an insane concept when you really think about it. Imagine go to a summer camp when you're like 10 and you see your identical twin.
Yeah, isn't like the whole appeal of that movie is that like one of them was raised in like a really posh lifestyle, and the other one was
like a British like princess or something.
Yeah, she's like really rich and posh, and the other one is raised as a dirty fucking fry cook.
Yeah, one's American, one's British, one's rich, one's fucking.
Wait,
dirt.
is one British?
I'm pretty sure one was British. Didn't she have to fake the accent?
Oh, I have no idea. You are telling the story. You should know if one of them is British.
I thought you would know. You know every movie.
They're dirty fucking fry cook. I love that one's a dirty, like, works at a bowling alley as a fucking fry cook. It's so gross.
Well, okay, so you know how these movies go. Yada, yada. They switch because they want to spend time with their other parent, and then they try to get them back together because the marriage was so good from the get-go. Now,
if Dennis Quaid stopped screaming at everybody.
Now, don't get too excited. I'm done talking about the 1998 smash hit, The Parent Trap, starring not one, but two Lindsay Lohans and America's sweetheart, Dennis Quaid.
Who's the mom?
Some name I didn't recognize, so I didn't find her relevant.
I like the part when they put the bitch girlfriend on the raft in the middle of the pond. Of the lake.
It wasn't a raft. It was an inflatable bed.
Yeah, which is a raft.
Yeah. So, where does this leave us? Well, Tobin, have you ever heard of a story of a parent trap situation in real life?
Yeah, it's called a cage.
What?
It's called a cage.
Well, maybe one that was done in front of the eyes of thousands of people and millions watching on television around the world.
Oh, I don't think I know this, David.
Well, this is the twin theory of the Morris twins.
I don't know them.
So now the Morris twins.
Are they America's sweethearts?
They could be. Markieff Morris and Marcus Morris are two NBA players who happen to be identical twins.
Whoa.
Pretty wild, but they aren't the only ones in the NBA who happen to be identical twins, and there's some in other sports. So it makes sense when it makes sense to become a professional athlete when you always have an equal to play one-on-one with in the backyard. So in 2017, in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the Washington Wizards and the Boston Celtics, Markieff Morris got real roughed up and took a tumble after a Celtic player named Al Hortford, who I think he's with the 76ers now, undercut Morris on a shot attempt, and Markieff stayed down and appeared to be seriously hurt. Now, this was a huge bummer for the Wizards, being that this was the playoffs, for one, and one of their key players was down with an ankle injury, and it was only 11 minutes into the game. So, pretty shitty situation.
Yeah,
and
yep.
Based on the visuals alone, the ankle looked to be sitting pretty bad at a strange right angle and could mean some severe time off of the court to heal.
LeBron's like, I have fucked up ankles and feet, and that thing is ruined. And then his twin, big old fucking Bigfoot, came out and was like, yo, LeBron, that's fucked up. It's just the same joke, but I just wanted to say that his twin was Bigfoot.
Cranberry Sprite. Markieff would miss the rest of the game, but just 2 nights later on May 2nd, Markieff was on the court ready to go.
No.
Not only was Markieff ready to play, but he would actually play his best game of the playoffs, knocking down his first 4 shots, ending the night with 16 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple assists, showing absolutely no sign of any injury, including that nasty-ass ankle.
Speaking of nasty-ass ankle, I have a couple assists.
Yeah.
They're big.
Is no one draining them like I used to?
Can't reach the minch this time of year, I tell you. All the skin tags.
Yeah, they're like the little speed bags. They just block you every time.
They're as big as a speed bag. I'm like the guy in like that third world country who like walks around with the skirt on, and he has the elephantitis on his balls, and he just sits on him like a beanbag chair.
Talk about him a lot, don't we?
That's all I talk about.
I know.
I have a poster on my wall. Okay, continue.
So there are 2 questions to be asked. Did Markieff make a Wolverine-esque recovery, coming back stronger than ever? Or did Marcus, his identical brother, lace up the kicks and hit the floor?
Wait, his name's Marquise and his brother's name is Marcus? Did I miss that?
Markieff and Marcus.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Markieff.
Oh, okay.
Markieff. So now I realize I should probably mention Markieff Morris obviously played for the Washington Wizards. You probably gathered that at this point. And his brother Marcus Morris played for the already eliminated from playoffs Detroit Pistons. So he's got nothing to do but, hang out and watch.
Oh, man.
So you're probably thinking, okay, not all identical twins look close enough to pull this off, such as the Lopez twins, who are also in the NBA. But in that case, Brooke and Robin Lopez are built very differently, and Robin Lopez has sideshow bob hair.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, they would not be able to pull this off at all.
I was just kind of hoping that, like, Markieff got hurt, and then, like, Mary-Kate and Ashley came out in, like, a big trench coat and, like on top of each other's shoulders, and they're like, we're here to solve a crime. And, like, those were the twins that were going to win the NBA playoffs. You know?
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
Did they ever have a basketball movie? They had that soccer movie.
They had to have had a basketball movie. If they didn't, they're missing. Let's make it now. They can reprise their roles.
Space Jam 3.
But Elizabeth isn't invited.
Who's Elizabeth?
The
Oh.
successful sister?
Oh, fuck her, WandaVision. Get out of here. We get it. We didn't know who you were for a long time. Now we know. Bring
She's a
back
great
the
actress.
OGs. Yeah, but I love a little Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Whoa. Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
What?
That just put you on a list.
What? No, they're adults. They didn't change their name when they became adults.
Yeah, but you put little in there.
Oh, well, I did have a massive crush on them when I was little, so I mean.
Ooh.
Oh, 12-year-old Alex can't like a 12-year-old Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Nope.
They're
So like I was saying, most twins, you can kind of tell difference, but the Morris twins are very different. These dudes look so much alike, and part of it has to do with the fact that they have 99.9% matching tattoos.
Wait. How many tattoos do they have?
They have a lot.
Oh,
like
my
they
God.
they are inked up.
Why would you do that? That's so weird.
Yeah. It's a new one to me for sure. I don't think I've ever seen that situation before. Two identical twins having like full, like lower torso, abdomen, all the way to like their wrists.
The refs like get naked before the game. I have to check all your tats to make
Give
sure
me my
you're
magnifying glass.
you're the right one.
So, I just don't get how you go about doing that.
I know you would think that like you would want a little bit uniqueness if you shared your almost all of your DNA, if not all of your. I don't know how identical twins completely work. I'm guessing it's all your DNA, but
I don't think it is.
I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, you think you want some uniqueness in your life, but apparently they went in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
They both got the same careers, the same tattoos. They're dating the same woman.
She doesn't know about it. So, like I said, 99.9%. So, the two brothers do have two individual tattoos that only one of the twins has, but these tattoos are not visible without their birthday suits.
Ooh.
So I believe one of them has two tattoos that are different that are on his like chest area, which you wouldn't be able to see with, basketball jersey on. So now these twins are very close. They both attended the University of Kansas to play basketball.
Dude, they went to the same college too?
Yeah.
Get a life.
They both signed a package deal to play together for the Phoenix Suns.
Oh my.
And they even lived together during that time, and they shared a mutual
Toothbrush.
bank account.
What? Why would you do that? I would never share a bank account with anybody.
Yeah.
Not even my wife. I don't trust her.
Yeah, and so in 2015, when they were with the Suns still, they both actually purchased a 6-month-old chimpanzee, and they named him Michael.
Shut up, David.
So Michael,
David, shut the fuck up. I don't believe you.
They taught Michael to play basketball. He's a good dunker.
You've ruined your chances. There's no way I'm believing that.
So in 2015, Markieff agreed to take a deal that was well below his market value as a player to stay with his brother Marcus in Phoenix.
Good thing they're sharing a bank account.
Well, this play backfired hard when the Suns traded Marcus to the Pistons.
Oh my god! So he just got underpaid, and they got rid of his fucking brother. Oh no!
That's such an asshole move.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Ow.
So one of the huge factors that point to the brothers trading spaces is that they have admitted to doing this once before. At one point, Markieff had gotten suspended for a game, and a reporter jokingly asked if he planned to go play for Marcus. And that's where Markieff spilt the Kevin's chili and admitted of doing it in AAU basketball. Markieff said, "I was on the bench. It happened quick. He had hurt his ankle, but I fouled out. So I gave them a little limp back in like I was hurt and kept playing."
Oh my god, that's so amazing.
Yeah.
That's so good.
So something about this article points out as a counterpoint that people say they can tell them apart. like old teammates and friends saying things like Markieff's hair is thicker and Marcus's face is rounder. They're just really dunking on Marcus at this point.
What's up, round face?
What's up, thin hair, round face? How you doing?
Go back on the bench. Go limp your way back in the locker room.
So my biggest takeaway from this is no, you can't tell them apart. And if you could, you would be, in their inner circle to the point that, like, you would take the circus act to the grave. You wouldn't rat them out.
No way. So
another counterpoint is their height. Markieff is 6'10", and Marcus is 5'6".
For a second, I was like doing the math, and I was like, wait
Wait a second.
Those are completely different numbers.
No, Marcus is 6'9".
Throw Mary Kate up there. Now you got a full-on basketball player. Get Mary Kate on your shoulders. See, she's taller because she's two people.
Yeah.
She's Mary and Kate. Ashley's there's only one person. Mary Kate has a dead twin in her stomach?
They're triplets?
Exactly.
Yeah. They absorbed her for the stardom.
Mary and Kate.
Yeah, so Markieff is 6'10", and Marcus is 6'9", which, for the love of God, can anyone really see the difference once you're that fucking tall and you got basketball shoes on?
Yeah, I guess they don't share the same DNA, 100%. I thought that was a statistic, but I guess
it's
I'm
not
wrong.
an email address.
What the fuck are you talking about?
So, a more legitimate counterpoint to address that address that they have different playing styles. Markieff is taller by 1 inch and likes to play inside ball, shooting 33.2% of his shots within 5 feet of the rim, where Marcus only shoots 12.8 shots that close.
I love the one like fucking statistician on their team is like, wait a second.
Yeah. What?
He's like, wait a second. He's not playing inside ball.
Yeah.
Like
He's only taken 12.8 shots from the end. What's going on here?
Jonah
Markieff,
Hill.
you feeling okay, bud?
Yeah, Jonah Hill and Moneyball is like, wait. I don't know any lines from that he said.
Yeah, I never saw that one.
Oh, it's great. Watch Moneyball.
I
So
don't
good.
care.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
They also note that Marcus is an overall better shooter with better form, so his shot looks better. He has a better release and everything like that.
Of course. I knew that.
So aside from these two stats, they like to. The fuck did I write?
Oh, David. There we go, everybody. What's the episode? Everybody.
You didn't have one today. You're on your A game for this late.
But I kind of fucked up that Mongolian word pretty bad. The mountain
it
range.
happens.
Mountain range. And then I was inadvertently racist, apparently. I didn't know that.
Aside from these two stats of where they like to take their shots, their stats were actually crazy similar for this season. Both averaged exactly 14 points a game, and their average assists were only off by 0.2. And Marcus shot 33.1 on threes that season, matching Markieff's career average.
Whoa. Honestly, is 14 points a game I don't really know basketball stats that much. I know like batting 300 in baseball is good, but is 14 points a game like solid?
It's okay. It's not great, but I think they were also just more of like a key player that they contributed a lot more than points.
Oh, okay, so they had rebounds or like assists or something, stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah. Like 14's not bad. It's not great.
You want to be in like the low 20s to be like considered like a solid player. Because the only person I ever hear about like their stats were like Kobe, who was like a freak. They only talk about like the key players. Like Steph got average like 47 points a game, and you're like, that's crazy. Like I don't know what's going on.
No, getting mid doubles like almost into the 20, like 15 points, pretty good.
Okay.
I mean that's just my opinion. I don't fucking know. I really enjoy NBA basketball. I watch a lot of it, but I'm not going to claim to have.
Let's just say this: David can't tell when they're playing inside ball.
Yeah.
He's not a statistician, guys. Come on.
It's hard to tell with the lighting because you can't see if the sun's coming through.
Okay, he may look like Jonah Hill in War Dogs, but he's not.
War Dogs, Moneyball? What are you talking about?
No,
here?
but Jonah Hill in War Dogs was his fattest, so that's why I wanted to throw in that one.
So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because the Wizards lost that playoff series to the Boston Celtics, who would then get stomped by Mr. Fucked Up Feet, LeBron James.
Oh, God, getting stomped by those. Just kill me. Just kill me.
Who would then get his shit rocked 4-1 by that sleek, sexy little wiggly man, Wardell Steph Curry. Yeah, that's his first name, right?
Is that his dad's name, Dell? The funky Homo sapien?
Did you not know Steph Curry?
His dad played for the Raptors. I didn't know. Actually, I didn't know that his name was Deltron. No, I didn't know his name was Wardell. I thought his name was Steph. But
did you know he's a junior?
Oh, he is a JR. It all comes full circle. Who shot JR?
So yeah, that's my story.
Oh wow, that is kind of crazy to think that. Like, I mean, if they won, they would lose the championship, right? They like get it pulled back. Like someone would be like, "That's a false." I don't know. They like the Houston Astros like cheated in baseball and they kept their title.
Fuck the Astros. They'll get it stripped eventually.
Yeah,
that process takes a while.
Yeah, exactly. They gotta go to court and stuff. But yeah, that is nuts to think about. You're not even a Dodgers fan, are you? Don't be mad that your state don't have a baseball team.
I mean, if I had to be a fan of a baseball team, it'd
Seattle.
be the Dodgers.
Oh, okay.
No. Who wants to be a Mariners fan?
They had Ken Griffey.
Yeah, that's it.
Who was a JR? Who was a junior?
Oh. They just like fired their manager and like president because he like said a bunch of racist shit at like a banquet.
He's like, never mind.
How fucking stupid do you have to be?
I'm not falling into that trap. I was gonna make an Ichiro joke, and I don't even know where to go from here. So I loved Ichiro.
You wouldn't last long.
I loved Ichiro, so I just
Ichiro's pretty dope.
He was doing like the run out of the batter's box hit, you know that one, the slap hit. Oh, yeah. He was so fast. Anyway. So I think that concludes our stories for this week. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love telling you the stories, and we love when you stick around and listen, you know? If you guys want any more information, go to Camp Strange Podcast, Instagram, click link in bio. We got merch. You can listen to anything on any platform. What am I saying? Don't matter. Rate,
you can have it all.
Yeah, who cares? Go name your kid after me, JR. And I don't know. Go do whatever you want.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah. Anyway. If you want to send us something, send it to campstrangepodcast@gmail.com. And David, do you have anything to say before we leave?
Boy. No
spoilers? Any good movie spoilers? Ruin Moneyball for us.
Oh,
I know
Moneyball.
You don't know how it ends, but ruin it.
Brad Pitt dies, and then
remember when Jonah Hill eats his body?
Jonah Hill, he jumps into the dugout and eats a 12-pack of McNuggets and cries, and that's the ending.
Oh, that's where they hide the McNuggets. They're all in the dugout, right?
And he ate it with sweet and sour sauce, and he dunks one nugget, and he looks at it and he goes, "Sweet."
And he goes,
"Sweet like my journey with Brad, but sour because Brad's dead." And he eats it, and then that's the end of the movie.
Oh, wait, is that the end of Space Jam 3? I heard a lot of dunking involved. I just wasn't sure.
No, that's Moneyball. Baby.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, well, now you guys know. You don't have to watch it anymore. If you want,
you can stop watching. You can stop watching Moneyball. Please stop watching. Your children miss you.
Anyway, don't forget to stay strange.